What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different than normal. We are going to be reviewing this Tonespac, I guess that's how you say it, card binder that I finally got because just so you know guys, I literally just have like piles of cards all the way around my room, and I really want to try to complete the first edition master set of MetaZoo Cryptid Nation, so I want to get a binder for that specifically, and I opted for this binder here. I got it on Amazon, and I'm doing a review of this because there aren't any, as far as I can tell, on YouTube, and it's a very heavily purchased product on Amazon, and there's lots of like clones of this product on Amazon, so it's like thousands and thousands of purchases. Just look it up, you'll see what I mean. Yeah, I guess the brand is Tonespac. Maybe if you're here you already know that, or maybe you're just one of my normal viewers, so either way, welcome. But I'm just gonna open this up. Actually, first flip over the back. I lied to you, I lied. It's a 2x2 binder, first of all, so you'll see that when I open it. Information that I wasn't too sure of, but I'm glad to find out. It's an acid-free binder, so it's like archival pages, so it's, as long as this is truthful, it shouldn't be damaging your cards. It should preserve them well over time. It's got the side pocket loading, which is always convenient. It's a lot better than the top loading in my opinion. It's supposed to hold up to 400 double-sleeved cards. Now, if I had to guess, that's not probably true, but I don't intend on having that many, and I'm not going to double sleeve. I think that's a bit overboard, but protect your collections as you see fit, by all means. And then it's got the zipper around the side, and it comes with 50 pages, totaling 400. Let's open it up. My friend bought one of these, I think from the same brand, and he said it did not come in a box. Mine does. And here it is. Nothing else in the box here except for the binder, and I think it's a very fun design. It comes nicely shrink wrapped, I guess you'd say, plastic wrapped. We're gonna open this bad boy up, and now there's a lot of the products from this brand appear to be unofficial Pokemon gear, and I didn't want Pokemon because, like I said, I'm gonna be putting MetaZoo cards up in here just momentarily. But, oof, sorry I bumped the camera, as I usually do at least once per video. I like this one because there is a lightning bolt which can be construed as Pikachu, but let me just say, Pikachu does not own the lightning bolt symbol, okay? There's plenty, like Shazam, right? The superhero Shazam, this could be a Shazam binder. But the point is, it's red and yellow, much like a MetaZoo card, right? So it kind of fits, and here's my Quetzalcoatlus, sorry. It's got a wacky design on it with like an egg and just random symbols, so to me it fits into the MetaZoo theme, but that's not why you're here. You're not necessarily here for MetaZoo. You're here to look at this binder, which is not yet reviewed, so let's just open it up, take a look. I will say the outside feels nice. It feels nice and plush. It feels quality to hold. It's probably fake leather or polyurethane leather, faux leather, whatever you want to call it. The zipper felt nice just now, so let's just open it up. And yeah, it's a little bit stiff. It doesn't want to open all the way, which is fine, I suppose. Yeah, this should be fine if you wanted to hold it. These sleeves, or these pages, are actually top loader pages. So already there's a discrepancy between the box. It says side loading design. Keep cards from falling out, so I'm not seeing that here. I don't know if there's a mistake, and I also don't remember what it said in the product listing on Amazon. If I can find it, I'll put it up on the screen and we could see for sure what was actually supposed to come in here. And yeah, it's very full. Like, it's very full. It compresses somewhat, right? Once you get cards in here, it's not going to be compressed this hard. So I'm very skeptical that you would fit 400 double-sleeved cards in here, but I think there's just over 300 cards in the MetaZoo first edition set. So yeah, so it's pretty packed in here to the point where how do I open this bad boy? So this does not have one of those typical like push tabs that would be here to pop open them. I guess you just have to pull, and it pulls open pretty easily, or not easily, how would I say this? It feels just right. It doesn't feel too hard to open. Like a kid could probably do this without too much struggle, but it also doesn't feel weak, like it's gonna get too easy. Now I don't know how that's gonna feel, but I don't intend on taking pages out of the binder. I'm just going to be potentially filling it up and then taking the extra pages out. And that should be the last time I ever open and close them, because I'm gonna leave the cards. I could take the cards out of the page without taking the pages out of the binder. So that feels definitely sufficient. And let me try, just for now, let's see what happens if I put one in. Now, yeah, I'm actually considering putting my cards in here without a sleeve, but it might change. They feel pretty good. But once I get 2 cards in here, they should fit even better. And it's a very clear plastic that these pages are made of. So it's not going to take away from the sheen of your card at all, which is great. I know some of the Pokemon, well, the newer ETBs for Pokemon cards, they come with a matte finish card sleeve, and a lot of people don't like those because it takes away from the ridiculous sheen that we love about Pokemon cards and just collectible trading cards in general. So give me a second here. Actually, for you guys it's just going to be a second, but for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my time and fill up my binder with what I have, and then probably sometime in the next few days I'm going to sit back down and show you guys my collection and show you how you know, a bunch of cards, how this binder feels when there's a bunch of cards inside of it, and I will tell you some updated thoughts I have after having been with the binder for a few days. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in a second, but for me it'll be days. What is up, creature collectors, and welcome back to part 2 of my Tonespac binder review. The free and unsponsored binder review. Aw, man, my footage is recording upside down. That'll be a quick flip in DaVinci Resolve, but the woodland creatures are really acting up right now. We had a storm yesterday, and as usual, I'm rambling. But that's what I do. It's been a few days since the beginning portion of this video. It took me a long time to actually put cards in here, because when you're, I don't know about you, but it always takes me forever to put like a master set type binder collection together, just because like, checking the numbers is so tedious, especially when you have the cards in piles like I did, and you know, the clear pages here, they don't have page numbers on them, which would potentially be something good for some brands to do. But without further ado, I'll open it up and I will give my final thoughts on this before I show you guys my MetaZoo First Edition Cryptid Nation collection. So be sure you stick around to see that. If you're a fan of MetaZoo, see what I got. If you're not a fan of MetaZoo, this is a good chance to see a lot of the cards and maybe decide you like MetaZoo. But without further ado, structurally speaking, this binder feels good. It feels great. I don't know. I don't have the most binders of anyone out there, but I would venture a guess that this is a nice thick material, and I've taken this with me a few times to show some friends what I've got going on, and it traveled well. It didn't feel like I had to be very careful with this, and yeah, I still like the plush feel. I love the plush faux leather feel. It feels very, very premium to me. And yeah, the pages, now that there's cards in the pages, one of the things I wanted to double check was, could this really hold 400 cards? And the answer is maybe. One of the people on Amazon who gave it a bad review said that they were trying to fit 400 double-sleeved cards in the binder, and I'm not even sure if the listing said that was possible, but no, if you're the kind of collector who likes to double sleeve all of your cards, this is not the binder for you. I actually usually don't sleeve my cards at all in a binder. However, some of these are. So yeah, will it fit 400 cards? Maybe if they're not double sleeved. Also, maybe if they're just with a perfect fit sleeve, but certainly not double sleeve. The build quality of the inside, still, like I said in the first place, this feels like an appropriate amount of force required. What if I just like broke it right here on camera? This feels like an appropriate amount of force required to open and close the binder. I think the reports on Amazon of it breaking quickly were parents saying their kids broke it, and I mean, come on, you could just imagine how kids are yanking and pulling at these things. So I think that's suitable. The pages themselves that come with the binder, to me, are very nice. They don't really take away from the sheen of the cards whatsoever, and there's no rippling, and there's no my Discord is beeping in the background. Oh man, why? I apologize for that cut here. Yeah, there's no rippling or bunching up or extra material that's getting in the way of the cards that a lot of older binders sometimes get. And yeah, overall, style, build, effectiveness, I would give this like a 4.5 or a 5 stars out of 5 personally, especially at the $14 price range with 1-day shipping on Amazon. You know, so very convenient too. So without further ado, I'll show you guys my MetaZoo collection. I'll talk about how I organized it, and as always going forward on this channel, I have to make a disclaimer. I have recently been hired by MetaZoo. I work internally for the company now, so keep that in mind when I'm talking about MetaZoo. I work for them. Also, I will also point out that I've been a fan of MetaZoo since before I worked for them, and that's actually how I was aware of the opportunity. So I've been a genuine fan of the game for many months now. So that's out of the way. Let's show you what we got. I've made a couple interesting choices here with how I'm going to display these cards in my binder, and you'll see in a second here. One of the main reasons I got this binder is because I think MetaZoo would look great in a 4-pocket binder, and I like 4-pocket binders in general. But because of the way the rares work in Cryptid Nation, there's a reverse holo rare and a full holo rare, as you can see, of each card. Reverse holo is the character themselves is holographic, and full holographic is this. The background is holographic. So I think that's so neat to have the rares 2-2-2-2 instead of in a traditional 3x3 that's just nothing's gonna line up correctly. So I've got, out of one booster box and a few extra packs, I have the full set of Chupacabras, the full set of Jersey Devils, and the full set of Mothman. So if you're not aware, Mothman is the Charizard of MetaZoo. It is the most sought after like beastie card. That these are called beasties in the game, and it's an amazing card. And I managed to get all of the dark types, or yeah, horror. Forgive me. Out of one box. You also got Bigfoot, Hodag, Lizardman of Skateboard Swamp. I actually ended up getting almost all of the rares, at least one type of almost all of the rares, which is really great. I've got the Snallygaster here, and the Loveland Frogman, Beast of Busco. So we've already entered the zone of edits I've made to how I'm going to display this. So one of the things that kind of bothered me about the numbering system was the Obnoxious 9 cards are sprinkled throughout the set, and it really threw off the alignment. So the first one of the Obnoxious 9, I believe, is Uncle Sam, and he's either number 8 or 9 out of 159. So what I've done is I have filled up everything, and I'm actually going to be putting the Obnoxious 9 at the back after the very end of the just before the auras, because I kind of like putting the rarest cards in the back anyway, so that's what I'm doing here. So I made it so these would be neat throughout. I've also got Loveland Frogman, Beast of Busco, Flatwood Monster. This is the page I'm missing the most rares of, missing a few here, like Walking Sam is one of them. We've got Piazza Bird, Babe the Blue Ox, Tizaruk, and Metal Man of Alabama. This right here is one of my favorite pages. These two are some of my favorite cards in the whole set, and Metal Man. Love them. And we got Quetzalcoatlus, and here we get into the artifacts. There are some obnoxious 9 cards that are sprinkled in up until around this point, and those are missing, so it's going to be a nice chunk of artifacts going through once I fill these out. What else do we have? And now we're moving into the actual like commons and uncommons of each aura type. So we're into the dark ones. We got Black Cat. I'm missing a reverse rare of Black Cat and Bat Squatch. Other than that, I've got all these ones complete. We got Salem's Witches, Bunny Man down here. Got to make sure the frame is okay for you guys. We've got the Chibi Mothman, Killer Clown, Shadow People, Crossroads, Gluttony, Necromancy. Personally, I love the way it looks in this binder. I am completely squonkless. I don't know how this happened, but I am devoid of squonks, and I'm gonna have to rectify that extremely soon. If you know, you know. All hail Lord Gumbaroo. And yeah, so I've got a good amount. Joint Snake here. These are all complete. We're getting into the colorless cards and the alien cards. I love the alien cards. I need the reverse foil Enfield monster still. Let's see here. As you can see, you get a pretty good yield out of even a single booster box, just considering how many commons and uncommons you get. It really feels like a nice binder. I did say I opened more, but it's really not too many more packs. Yep, I love Snow Snake. Snow Snake, the artwork is so amazing. Yep. Let's see, we got the lightning cards and the horror, I believe. Horror cards? Ghost? Spirit cards, my bad. Here they are, and that is about it. We got up here into where this is where the obnoxious 9 is going to be. There'll be 1 here, and then 4 here. I do have the Sam Sinclair, which is one of the coolest cards in the set, I would argue. And then there'll be 4 more here to be an even 9, where we can then transition directly into the neat aura pages, which transition into the Terra pages, where, believe it or not, you might not end up with all the Terras out of a single booster box, because it did not happen to me. And then I have a bunch of extra pages here, so naturally, at the end of this, I would put the box toppers. I made room for the box toppers here, which I'm not sure if I'm ever going to prioritize acquiring all of the box toppers, but I have space for it. And then I also have a promo section here, and these are currently the 4 promos that I have. I've got the Mothman from the blister. I did get the first anniversary celebration card that came with the Loveland Mailman. I was one of the lucky people that had that included in their order. And then this is the medal from the Chapter 2 comic that recently launched, and there's room for many more. As you can see, I will need to take some of these out. That's something else I will say. Even if you don't use, I haven't counted this, even if you don't use all of the pages, it feels like a good deal on the binder. Like, I don't even really need these many. I could save them for other binders in the future, whatever. And yeah, that is my collection. I just kind of wanted to show the cards I have, a little bit of a progress on that, and give my thoughts on how you might want to display your binder. You don't always have to go in numerical order. There is an aesthetic value to a binder, I would argue. And yeah, so I made the decision, like I said in recap, to put the Obnoxious 9 in between the commons and uncommons and the auras and terras and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. Let me know down below, what do you guys think of the way I did this? Are you looking for a binder? Do you like 4-pocket binders, or do you like 9-pocket binders in general? I've always preferred this compact size. Yeah, and are you currently a fan of MetaZoo? Or is it something you're just learning about, or have you decided it's not for you? Either way, let me know in the comments. I'd love to talk about it. I'm always looking for more people to talk about these hobbies with, because that's the point of doing any of this, in my opinion. And I thank you guys for coming by. Stay tuned. I have more MetaZoo content coming down the road, as well as obviously Pokemon content. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Goodbye.